Good afternoon sprinters. Wah, ini sore-sore nih guys, jam 5. Kebetulan we're home early from work. And udah lama nggak goes ya karena hujan terus. So, thought give it a go today. So last Sunday, we just get our blood work. And the result is less than desirable. I'm gonna cut to another video that I shoot at home for the explanation. Okay, so I have here my blood work. Kita mulai dari halaman 1 ya. Nah, ini halaman 1 mulai dari hematologi. Some of these numbers are out of range, elevated a little bit. Cuman ini biasa ya. Kalau hematologi itu kalau ada beberapa yang lewat ya itu simply means ini kan cuaca juga lagi kurang bagus gitu ya, and if you are somebody who spend quite some time outside, you are exposed to a mild infection which your body can handle gitu ya. Jadi yeah, it simply means that your immune system is fighting some sort of a minor infection, but none of the numbers are concerning gitu. So kita lewatin. Nah ini mulai seru nih. Fungsi hati ya, liver, jadi SGOT-nya normal, SGPT-nya is borderline normal, but I mean, you know, this number, kalau you have some liver illness or disease atau your liver is malfunctioning, angkanya super tinggi banget sih, sampai ribuan, sampai puluhan ribu. So yeah, basically at this point, walaupun borderline atau ini, it's basically normal gitu ya. Nah ini GGT-nya is a little high, tapi GGT ini berarti simply means that you have a bit of a fatty liver gitu ya, which is contributed also by the high LDL level. Nah, so we'll get to the next one which is lemak, kolesterol. Nah ini yang paling serem nih guys, total kolesterolnya 266. Although HDL gue lumayan tinggi juga ya, 58, so that makes the ratio 4.6 which is not too bad but not good also. So yeah, but at least it's not too bad lah gitu. Tapi ya obviously ini yang harus dikontrol ya nih, LDL-nya 191, it's very high as you can see here. Di bawah 100 optimal, 100 sampai 129 desirable, 130 sampai 159 borderline high, 160 sampai 189 is high, di atas 191, di atas 190 is fucking high. So yeah, I'm already at that range, definitely gonna control ya. So ya LDL kebanyakan karena gorengan obviously, and then high cholesterol protein gitu ya, kayak ducks, babi, terus daging merah obviously gotta reduce the consumption drastically. The good thing is that high LDL is very lifestyle driven ya. Jadi if you are active, you exercise, and you take care of what you eat, it should drop drastically within a short period of time. Yeah, you just have to be disciplined, I guess. Nah ini yang tadi gue bilang ya, karena HDL-nya lumayan tinggi juga, so the total HDL rasionya 4,6 which is not too bad ya. Ini angka makin rendah makin bagus obviously. My wife said 2, so that's very optimal. Nah, another good thing is my triglyceride ya, itu tinggi juga, rendah juga, 85. Jadi this is quite surprising gitu. I thought sebagai pencinta instant noodles and gorengan, I thought it will be much higher, but it's pleasant surprise I guess. Nah ini yang paling concerning juga nih, non HDL kolesterol nih, it is also at high level, which is, nah ini makanya karena angka 208, so I also check ApoB and LPA today just to find out if it's genetic, and kalau misalnya ApoB-nya juga elevated, so itu yang katanya is a better indicator of potential risk of heart disease and stroke, lebih better daripada the LDL level. So yeah, just to be sure, you know, I just check it. Anyway, untuk nurunin ApoB sama sih, basically metodnya sama nurunin LDL. So yeah, it's not gonna change anything when it comes to what I'm gonna do. Cuman ya just so that we are aware. Diabetes, gula darah ya, glukosa darah puasanya 80, that's pretty low. Maybe karena right sebelum ambil darah 2 jam sebelumnya gue baru goes ya. Ini I put a link of the video on top. Baru goes berlima tuh waktu itu sama Ci Shirley, Ko Joni, Josh, and Ko Irawan. So ya, you know lah ya, mereka nggak mungkin pelan, right? So baru gue quite intense, and ada bagian satu lap gue narik juga, so it's pretty intense. So that might be why glukosa darah puasanya is pretty low ya, karena just consume a lot of sugar for energy, right? Yang paling penting HbA1c nya ya, ini 3 bulan lalu gue tes, I am at 5.8 juga nih, jadi barely entering the pre-diabetic range, so still very reversible, just need to be more disciplined. So what I'm doing is right now I'm cutting my sugar intake by more than half. Berapa ya? 3/4 lah, karena dulu tuh gue sering minum kopi susu gula aren gitu ya every day, so now gue lengkap sehari gitu, jadi 2 hari sekali, and instead of normal sugar I do less sugar, so yeah, that should bring it back to normal level, I think. Nah, HbA1c, IFCC juga sama, just slightly beyond the range. So ini nothing too concerning sih. Harusnya with the diet that I'm doing, karena cutting carbs juga, right? So it should automatically go down also. Nah, fungsi ginjal, ureum slightly elevated. Ini not too concerning juga. Ini kita di halaman terakhir, jadi ini di ginjal ya. Ginjal nih yang kreatininnya a bit high, but itu juga not that concerning. Yang paling perlu diperhatikan adalah eGFR-nya, itu fungsi hati gitu ya. So there is penurunan sedikit lah fungsi hatinya, fungsi ginjalnya. Fungsi hati sih ya, fungsi ginjalnya ada penurunan sedikit, harusnya it should be higher than 90, but to be fair, ini tadi juga as you know gue juga baru goes lumayan intense. Ini biasa eGFR-nya memang turun sedikit kalau habis exercise, that's why biasa orang tuh 48 jam sebelum tes darah jangan heavy exercise gitu ya. Terus asam uratnya juga as you can see is pretty high, 9.5, cuman gue baca-baca katanya asam urat tuh bisa naik 1 to 1.5 point kalau habis olahraga juga. So I guess then my result would be slightly lower than these two numbers, 73 and 9.5, but I don't know. And anyway, untuk nurunin asam urat kan kurang-kurangin jeroan, kurang-kurangin ini, which I intend to do anyway to lower the LDL also. So ya, might as well lah ya. Jadi the good thing is that kalau ngelihat dari analisa urinnya ya guys ya, semuanya is within the normal range kecuali keton, tapi ini juga nothing too concerning. Yang paling perlu diperhatiin adalah protein dan glukosanya, right? Kalau ada trace of glucose di urinnya berarti mulai kencing manis. Kalau ada trace of protein di ininya berarti your ginjal is starting to break down gitu. So thankfully none of the trace is found. So yep, I guess just need to focus on lowering LDL, ya kan, cutting carbs, cutting gorengan, cutting jeroan, cutting red meat, cutting saturated fats, so basically cutting junk food lah ya, and cutting babi guling, cutting bebek goreng, yeah, so all those stuff, cutting gorengan as a whole lah ya, that should definitely help tremendously. And I'm also taking psyllium husk, which is known to reduce LDL level pretty drastically if taken with discipline and regularly gitu. So in 8 weeks time we'll get retested and see how it goes. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, the results were pretty bad, especially on the cholesterol department. Fortunately, it is very reversible. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hack our appetite and control what we eat, and hopefully in 2 months time we get retested and everything is well. Anyway, kita mau ke
Tanjung Burung ya. Pikir hari ini zona 2 aja. Iwir sambil bakar kalori. Let's go. So our plan is to do a 40k zone 2 ride, and that's why we choose this route. Karena nih bolak-balik sekitar 16 kilo kali ya. So we do it 2 times. We're almost done ya. Mungkin nanti di sana kalau situasi memungkinkan kita ke kanan gitu ya, jalur pelabuhan. Kalau jalanannya bersih, free from debris, boleh juga tuh. And hopefully we get to return to the car before dark. But yeah, not gonna push hard. Anyway, nggak bisa juga. Part of the regimen, as you heard before, is to eat salad. Jadi gue udah 2 hari ini really cut on carbs ya. Beneran makan salad doang. Jadi rada lemes man. But I know it's only for a couple of days. After that your body adjusts to it. So it's gonna be a pretty tough couple of days awal-awal. But we've done it before in 2016. We can do it again now. Oke. Gue pikir jalannya bakal rada sparse ya. Ternyata main rame juga nih. Banyak kendaraan proyek juga. So, kita nge-hack appetite kita dengan cara stop eating empty calories gitu ya. No snacking. So, kalori yang kita makan kalori yang bikin kenyang gitu. So definitely no chips. Definitely no chips. Terus gue juga sehari 2 kali minum Philius Husk. Itu berguna banget untuk kontrol appetite sama sorry, ada gejolokan. Kontrol appetite sama nurunin LDL secara langsung. Proven and tested. And kita hack calorie intake-nya by reducing our carbs obviously. Terus severely limit goreng-gorengan. Paling makan goreng-gorengan weekend doang. Itu pun not the whole day ya. Kayak cuma sekali lah seminggu atau 2 kali. Other than that, pan fried with olive oil sedikit nggak apa-apa. Chicken skin obviously a big no-no. Aduh, nih jalanan rada rusak nih. Ntar guys, fokus dulu ya. Deep fried things obviously no-no. Oh ya, hopefully dengan itu kita bisa reduce the LDL level. Daging merah yang pasti a big no-no juga. Only on cheat days. Then oh ya, sebisa mungkin switch from chicken thigh to chicken breast, which we are already doing. Oke, kita udah sampai nih guys, rumah milenial. Kita sekalian cek progres Pasadena Spring ya. Terus nanti kita ke sana. Ya dapat kilometernya. Kalau bisa ini nggak usah 2 kali lah. Kayaknya serem juga nanti. Ntar lagi jam 5 tukang-tukang proyek udah pada pulang. Rame jalanan guys. Sebaiknya dihindari. So, since my kemarin gula darah ya. Gula darahnya was very good. Gula darah puasanya 80. itu bukan gula darah puasa lagi. Pagi-pagi gue sebenarnya udah minum sparkling water sedikit. Tapi udah 180, so that's good. But to be fair, gue memang sebelum cek darah habis goes ya, so mungkin that's why. Tapi HbA1c gue tuh yang 1 point above normal level, bukan 1 point, 0.1 point. So itu udah mulai masuk ke mild pre-diabetic ya. The good news is very reversible juga. So what I'm gonna do in that apartment is kurangin konsumsi kopi ya. So gue bakal pesen instead of every day 2 hari sekali, and on less sugar. So that should do the trick. And I'm definitely gonna eat a lot of fiber. Philios Hass itu juga high in fiber, makanya harus minum air banyak ya. Ini udah buka guys. Let's check it out. Aduh, semoga jalannya aman ya. Hari ini kan kita bukan nyari speed nih. Aduh, tapi belum bisa ya guys. Belum bisa dilalui. Jangan deh, takutnya bannya bocor. Balik aja. Tuh, wah, stretchingnya udah jadi guys. Wah, gapuranya sih canggih lah. Mirip sama gapura yang ada naga emasnya ya di Peak 2. Lihat deh guys, keren ya. Udah mau jadi cuy. Tahun depan udah bisa terima murid. Very possible. Oh, sih ditutup. Harus sampai sini guys. Itu udah dibikin sih, tapi belum bisa diakses. Sini boleh nggak ya? Nggak bisa kayaknya guys. Let's not risk it. Adalah kalau kita bisa ke sisi yang satunya lagi ya, our main destination. Pretty cool, huh? Alright, obviously no trip to Peak 3 will be complete without a visit to our rumah yang lagi kita cicil guys, yaitu ini Pasadena Spring. Waduh, aduh, depan becek lagi. Halusin banget deh kalau kayak gini. Masa truk lagi yang keluar pula. Pelan-pelan aja ya. Unclip to be safe. Wah, di belakang ada truk pula. Ada kawat. Kayaknya not a good idea today kayaknya. Aduh, ini baterai udah mau habis lagi. So gonna switch to handlebar mount to charge for a bit. Jadi kita lanjut lagi. Wah, ada truk. Alrighty guys, we're gonna skip the Pasadena Spring visit this time around karena lagi banyak kendaraan proyek like this one in front of us, saya pulang masuk ya, which is good. Berarti progres pembangunannya berjalan sesuai rencana ya. So that's what you want to see from an investor. Jadi ya, let's wise up and visit another day. Dan ini aduh ngeri banget nih beneran, dari tadi I'm going through fields of kerikil and stuffs gitu ya. Anyway, as expected ya guys, the first 2 days is pretty hard nih. Kepala gua rada pusing because our brain has already been wired, right, to receive instant gratification from gorengan, gula, carbs, you know. So when you cut those source rather drastically, obviously your body tries to fight you. Ya kan, try to demand from you. Jadi the craving starts kicking in and you get headaches, but that's why you cycle, because when you cycle your body release dopamine also to the bloodstream, which is pretty similar to snacking. So yeah, I'm just trying to rewire the brain, you know. So jadi the next time I'm starting to crave, instead of looking for immediate fuel, which is sugar, fructose sugar, apa simple sugar gitu ya, minum-minuman manis lah, kopi susu gula aren lah, gorengan lah, carbs. My body will instead look for physical activities and further your effort lagi. Help your cause even further. So yeah, that's what we're doing right now, and I'm already starting to feel better, you know. Tadi pas mulai, aduh rasanya berat banget guys, flow in energy, pusing palanya. But now ya pusing-pusing masih ada dikit, but I'm not as slow in energy. Woohoo! Aduh, jalanan kesini ditutup apa ya? Oh, apa bisa lewat depan? Seems like you are allowed to go through here. Check it out. Yeah, so that's how your body works ya guys. Kalau lu emang udah biasa berbulan-bulan bahkan bertahun-tahun udah wired that way gitu, tiap kali under stress or lapar lu langsung ambil makanan paling gampang gitu ya, gorengan, fast food, sugar, carbs. It's not as easy as you think to break away from it. Makanya people usually fail because they rely on diet alone, which is not a very sustainable strategy gitu ya. Trust me, I know, I've done it before. You gotta have cheat day to make sure that you stick to a sustainable strategy. Kalau lu nggak ada cheat day, you just torture yourself all the way. You're not gonna make it. Pasti eventually you'll give in. So keep Sunday as ini kayaknya kita belum bisa kesana nih guys. Keep Sunday as your cheat day, just Sunday. Terus ya maybe gradually decrease kali ya, jangan right away. But in my case, unfortunately, I'm not just dieting. I am trying to lower my LDL, so I need to be pretty aggressive. But you got extra motivation, right? Karena lu udah tahu angkanya tinggi banget gitu ya. So part of it is being fearful, which is good. So I'm just gonna memorize that number. Already have. Jadi every time I want to eat something unhealthy, I just remind myself of that number. 266, 266, 266, you know. So yeah, hopefully kalau kalian ada yang lagi in the same boat maybe, atau you haven't checked but you suspected that it's gonna be pretty high also, you're slightly overweight like me, hopefully this can be a motivation for you too. Let's get healthy together, and nanti 8 minggu lagi kita cek bareng-bareng ya, and let's be happy about our improvements together. If you want, let's go. Dan kita bisa cepat gitu guys. I still have a lot of energy. Aduh, tapi gue nggak tahu nih bisa 40 kilo nggak ya. Bukan karena capek atau apa gitu, cuman the sun is getting low. It's fading pretty fast. We're only 15k in, 14,4. So we need to do one more of that, an extra 5k. Sebelum jam 6 lah, jam 30. Jam 30 ya gelap sih. Bisa lah. Saya cepat dikit. Let's go. important to remember kalau lu lagi cut on all those bad stuff drastically, the reason why lu pusing-pusing is because your body is not used to getting fuel from your fats, your lipids. Mereka udah terlalu biasa tuh dapat energy from simple sugar, carbs. So, jadi makanya kenapa ya diet, cutting weight, lowering LDL and all that jazz is the hardest the first 2 weeks, guys. Karena nih khususnya lo kalau misalnya habis exercise ya, obviously tadi gue mulainya aja udah lapar gitu. So I'm gonna be even hungrier when I'm done. And usually what do you do? Oh, gue tadi udah olahraga lah. You ended up overeating. Ya kan? So you sabotage your own progress by doing that. Karena your brain and your body langsung act like a sponge gitu ya. Mereka langsung like sugar, carbs. Langsung kerayahan kayak orang-orang lagi bagiin sembako gitu. So that's why you want to avoid. You want to fuel up obviously, ya kan? Don't underfuel, otherwise you're gonna crash the next day. Cuman do it sensibly and do it smartly gitu. Choose protein and complex carbs gitu ya. So if you have a choice between rice and pasta, take pasta unless your triglyceride is high. And then there are a lot of other complex carbs also, shirataki noodles, starches, you know, legumes. Atau kalau misalnya you absolutely have to eat rice, you can hack it again by eating brown rice. Mix, you know, between brown rice and red rice gitu, brown rice or white rice sedikit aja gitu ya. So there are a lot of things you can do to help yourself or to sabotage yourself. You just have to make the smart choices, you see. So today kita habis gue sini, rencana mau mampir superhero bentar. Tuh nggak tahu ada apa enggak ya. But I wanna buy a sashimi grade salmon. Mungkin malam ini kita make homemade salmon shirashi gitu. Nasinya dikit aja. Salmon's good, right? Rich in omega-3. Either that or I have some salad. Cuman kayaknya kalau back-to-back salad, especially setelah cycling, I'm gonna be pretty miserable there after that. So that's what we wanna avoid. Especially since it's only the second day, you don't wanna sabotage your success, you know. So it's okay to have a little carb, especially after you exercise. But like I said, do it smartly, do it healthily. Salmon mentah kan very healthy ya. Karena gue baru nyadar dari tadi kameranya udah turun ya. Sorry, mungkin angle-nya kurang. Nah, alright. Semoga belum lama tuh turunnya. Ini kita udah sampai gerbang Pasir Putih Residence. Aduh, guys, gue nggak tahu deh if it's wise to go back this route again. Considering jalanannya rada rusak ya, kalau banyak kerikil, banyak kendaraan proyek. Oh, look at this di depan. So treacherous. Actually, I'm pretty lucky dari tadi nggak puncture nih. So might avoid going back. Aduh, ini baru setengahnya lagi, baru 18k. What to do? So many hard choices. Aduh, tapi look at this. Gua harus brave through this kind of maybe instead of this we do main loop aja ya, kayak biasa. Boleh juga tuh. Oke, di sini jalannya bagus guys. You can go a little bit fast. let's count and list what are the things I need to cut down aggressively or only enjoy during cheat days, right? So, gue suka banget nasi babi guling Pak Made. Aduh, itu enak banget guys. Yang gue doyan. So, definitely need to cut that. Terus, bebek goreng dari Sambal Damas. Oh man, I like that too. Terus, udang yang cumi-cumi, not that hard. Gue juga biasa nggak makan, kalau cuma occasionally aja, so I'm not gonna miss them much. And then yang rada berat, instant noodles. Aduh, gue doyan guys. Dan gue biasa makan minimal sekali. Karena I gotta cut it down tuh sebulan sekali. Or maybe during cheat days boleh lah. So yeah, that's gonna be pretty tough. Apalagi ya, tuna juga katanya nggak boleh terlalu banyak, cause tuna is fattier daripada salmon ya. But salmon you can eat, just jangan terlalu banyak juga lah ya, cause walaupun lemaknya lemak sehat HDL, tapi tetap aja lemak kan. So total kolesterol gue is pretty high, 266 pretty high, LDL 191 is very high. So yeah, I definitely need to cut the lemak total juga. And jadi salmon juga harus eating it smartly juga, nggak boleh berlebih. Jeroan, I'm gonna miss that too. And but jeroan I probably have to cut down for good sih. Jadi bukannya cut down ya, I need to stop eating jeroan sih. Walaupun nanti ya angkanya udah sehat, udah normal level, I think I need to stop eating jeroan. Terus ya bagaimanapun juga itu nggak sehat ya. Dan selain high in LDL, it is also high in uric acid juga. So my uric acid is slightly elevated, but not too bad. Anyway, itu angkanya sedikit tinggi karena gua kan baru exercise juga ya. So if you exercise, it increase by 10 to 15 points itu masih normal. Especially karena Sunday session was pretty hard. Angin lumayan kenceng, harus narik juga. So that explains why uric acid is slightly elevated. Yang lebih concerning actually the EGFR number ya, which is already below 90 at 73. But the good thing is level segitu masih bisa di reverse, masih bisa di maintain. Reversing is gonna be a bit of a challenge, but masih bisa improve. So yeah, thankfully you know I catch it pretty early. Itu untung juga sih. Untungnya our RW pas lagi ada kerja sama Pet Lab gitu ya. Kalau nggak I wouldn't have checked, and I thought everything is completely fine. That's the bad thing about cholesterol and all this stuff guys, especially kidney. You don't know. There's no symptom. I feel perfectly healthy, perfectly fine, and suddenly aduh ini gue lupa lagi, gue harusnya ke kanan. Itu masih begini. So yeah, you feel completely fine and suddenly everything is super elevated. So yeah, thankfully I catch it pretty early I guess. Banyak orang tuh yang udah kronik gitu ya, udah puluhan tahun kayak gitu baru nyadar. So nggak bisa reverse itu artinya. So fortunately, gue probably catch it after about 2 years. 2 years after eating unhealthily. So it's still very, very reversible. Just need to be wise and be smart about it. Oh, bus don't see me. Am I in the wrong lane? Back in the main loop guys. Ini mau gue pindah ke Bike Mountain lagi nggak ya setelah nge-charge? Cukup. Wah, ternyata kita baru 22K. Kok kurang ya? Am I misjudging the distance? I don't know why the angle keep on slipping. So yeah, I'm really glad belum lama ya kolesterolnya remain high for a very long time. Because you know a lot of people, mereka nggak nyadar guys, bisa sampai 20 tahun. Jadi itu bayangin tuh plak-plaknya yang terbentuk. And suddenly it's too late gitu ya, stroke or heart attack. So but now that I realize it's high, at least you can intercede and start reversing it, you know. Salah satu cara dengan cycling. Hopefully the video is not too dark ya guys, karena ini udah mulai gelap nih, and gue masih pasang yang di filter. Oke, baterai udah 96%. Baterai kameranya ya udah bisa pakai Bite Mount lagi. We are about 13k away from our goal today. Kayaknya bisa sini guys. 2 loop lagi lah ya. Headache-nya lumayan sih guys. Hari ini mungkin ada combination of stress juga kali ya. Biasa awal tahun, things are a little bit hectic, a little bit stress. In a good way, of course. Cuman ya, pusingnya rada intens nih. Hopefully, this cycling session will make it better. Dan hopefully gue bisa tahan cravingnya ya. Anyway, sepengalaman gue, it's okay kok. Minggu-minggu pertama, you make it for 2 days. Hari ketiga lu gagal, cheat. Habis itu 2 hari lagi gagal lagi. It's okay, understandable. Jangan quit cold turkey juga lah ya. Kasian juga. Anyway, it's an adjustment, not a torture. So don't do that to yourself. Set yourself up for failure, jangan. So, well, I'm not planning to do that, but kalau misalnya sampai gagal pun, jangan berkecil hati. Remember, it's a process. Kita dari tadi mau zona 2, jadinya malah lumayan intens ya. Baru ngelewatin transformer guys. $10K to go guys. Whew. Dua lap lagi. This section is pretty windy. I hate it. Let's go. And this time, my body is screaming for fuel, guys. Aduh, headache-nya quite intense. feel manageable. And everything else, kaki, badan, all asking for sugar. I'm not gonna succumb to it. Nah. 5 more K to go, guys. Woohoo. Bisa juga gue 40 kilo dalam kondisi lapar. See, can do anything as long as you put your mind into it. Tapi capek juga ya. Dang, there's a runner there, man. Satu lap lagi. Okay, 2.3 to go. I'm exhibiting signs of low energy, shortness of breath, getting pretty cold, but it's maybe because it is after sunset and overall just feeling so tired. Well, we did it, guys. Look at this. 38. Woohoo. Home stretch. Nah, bagian sini pas anginnya enak lagi. Thank God. Berat juga ya. Tapi seru. Okay, it's gonna get pretty dark soon, so we're gonna have to speed it up. Final 1.7K. Let's go. Itu matahari lagi terbenam tuh, guys. Sunset light. Udah capek. Ya sekalian cool down aja, guys. 1K to go. Beneran pretty beat. Right. Kita selesai pas jam 6 ya. Lumayan. 1 jam 30 menit. Langsung dingin ya. Apa karena gua lapar? Iyalah, hari ini gua low carb diet, man. Pagi-pagi makan asparagus, lightly pan fried with olive oil, sama nasi dikit. Terus siang cuma makan salad sama chicken breast, and nothing in between. Really hungry. Can't wait for dinner time. 39.6. Let's go. Waduh, gue ditemani sunset yang indah. You can do it. Aduh, kaki rada kram, but it's okay. It's worth it. Banyak mobil berhenti itu kayaknya Grab atau Gokar itu, guys. Nungguin calon penumpang ya pulang kerja. dikit nih guys. See, you can do it. Gila, gelapnya cepet banget. Semoga videonya nggak terlalu gelap ya. Gak apa-apa, udah mau habis juga. Aduh, udah kita sekalian cooldown ya guys. Bonus konten. Oh, patung Jenderal Sudirman lampunya udah nyala guys. Belum nih. Memang warnanya gitu guys. Apa udah nyala ya yang kecil-kecil ya? Looks bright. Oke. Kita matiin dulu ya, biar average speednya nggak short. Oke, kita mau balik parkiran nih, harus hati-hati karena jalanan udah rame ya. And we are about to cut through a large intersection. To be safe, I'm gonna keep the camera on. Harus lihat-lihat belakang. Anyway, di helm gua ada lampu. So I'm very visible from the back. Ini lampu merah, kita berhenti dulu. Baterai kameranya pas habis lagi guys, tadi pas di lampu merah. Anyway, we're done. Kita udah di jembatan Greenbelt sampai parkiran. Kalau jam segini masih ada terang ya guys. But next time we get another chance to cycle in the evening, let's do it again.
A few inches later.
Oke, kita lagi di supermarket nih guys. And nah, biasa gua di aisle sini nih, instant noodle aisle and chips aisle. Chips aisle di sini. So right now, this is no longer our favorite aisle. We'll go to vegetable aisle right at the back. Kenapa ya vegetable-nya ditaruhnya di belakang ya guys? Oh, this used to be my favorite aisle also, sausages, processed food. But not anymore. Veggies and salad aisle it is. This is it guys. Psyllium husk, which is pretty disgusting. We gotta eat it to hack our appetite and lower our LDL. Psyllium husk, which is very disgusting, but Papa have to eat it.
Ew.
I have to eat it.
Disgusting.
Yeah. Mama, would you like to eat? Would you like to drink psyllium husk? Gotta mix it with cold water, 250 millimeters, and then you gotta
My juice.
stir it right away. Otherwise, it's gonna lump up, and it becomes even more disgusting.
Ew.
Look at that. It's like eating a tasteless goo.
It's like a tornado.
Yeah. Eben is still thinking about tornado.
I don't like it.
Yeah, me neither. Here we go.
Don't splash it. Ew.
Oh.
Is it disgusting? But is it yummy, Papa? Why would you drink that?
Because it's healthy.
It's like vegetable.
Yes. And then, just gonna have orange and some fish tonight. Let's go.